Summer and Kris have decided that they are made for one another and they will take the next big leap into the future together. This day formalises their commitment to each other and represents their utmost desire to share it with you. You are their hand-picked family and friends, and they want to thank you for loving and laughing in their lives leading up to today. I love hearing how couples meet and how they work together as a team, and these two are no exception. These two apparently are the perfect example of a Kiwi love story. They met at Kris's flat warming when a mutual friend, Grace, is Grace here? Yeah. Thought they would be quite good together. And so they were. Summer and Kris spent most of their evening talking to one another, and that's where the love story began. Friends and family think these two are the perfect bogan couple, apparently, and are extremely good for one another. They balance each other perfectly. The proposal happened last year when they were in Tauranga for a New Year's. Kris was determined to propose, apparently at the top of the mount, but didn't want to risk carrying the ring around with him all day. But he did definitely want to propose. However, after a great get-together and a hike up the mountain, he safely proposed with ring back in hand back at their hotel. And I think we can work out what Summer's answer must have been. These two love car shows, working on cars, pick-apart picnics, driving and cruising in cars. I think we see a theme here. But they also endure playing with friends, listening to good bands, going to concerts, travelling New Zealand and seeing sci-fi movies together. Just as importantly, these two do stop occasionally and enjoy just sitting down with a couple of good books on the couch together. They may have many plans for the future, like buying a house one day, getting a nice project car to work on again, use that car, along with supporting each other in their career goals, with Kris becoming a qualified mechanic soon, and of course, creating that future family together. But let's get straight to the celebration, because these two don't want to be in the limelight for very long. So Kris, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions first. Keep focusing on her, pretend I'm not even here. Yeah, keep loving her. She's the important one today. Kris, do you come here freely and without reservation to be honest and loving of each other as lifelong companions, working together as partners towards your goals and always having each other's backs?
I do.
Do you also promise to keep adoring and being trusting of one another, respecting each other's differences, keeping the sarcasm and fun alive, even when you are old and grey?
I do.
And will you keep going on adventures together, injecting your sense of humour, staying loyal and committed no matter what life may throw at you?
I do.
Summer, do you come here freely and without reservation to be honest and loving of each other as lifelong companions, working together as partners towards all your future goals and always having each other's backs?
I do.
Do you promise to keep adoring and being trusting of one another, respecting each other's differences, keeping that sarcasm and fun alive even when you are old and grey?
I do.
And will you keep going on adventures together, injecting your sense of humour, staying loyal and committed to each other no matter what life may throw at you?
I do.
This is the part where they're probably a little bit nervous. They're going to read some vows to one another, so I'm going to snuggle them around a little bit, so then I can just kind of hide it. Kris, I'm going to make you go first. Again, hold hands. It's your wearing. Look at the bossy one that I've got here.
I, Kris Allen Farmer, take you, Summer Page Probin, to be my lawfully wedded wife. I take you to be my partner for life. I promise to you my love, commitment, trust and respect as I join my life to yours. I believe in you, the person you will grow to be, and the couple we will be together. With my whole heart, I take you as my wife. I acknowledge and accept your faults and strengths as you do mine. I promise to be loyal and supportive and to always make our love and happiness my priority. I will be yours in sickness and in health, in failure and triumph. I will celebrate with you and walk beside you through whatever our lives may bring. You are my life and my love, today and always.
I, Summer Page Probin, take you, Kris Allen Farmer, to be my lawfully wedded husband. I take you to be my partner for life. I promise to you my love, commitment, trust and respect as I join my life to yours. I believe in you, the person you will grow to be and the couple we will be together. With my whole heart I take you as my husband. I acknowledge and accept your faults and strengths as you do mine. I promise to be loyal and supportive and to always make our love and happiness my priority. I will be yours in sickness and in health, in failure and triumph, and I will celebrate with you and walk beside you through whatever our lives may bring. You are my life, my love, today and always.
God, it's a are pretty good speakers, considering. Summer and Kris, you both have rings you would like to give one each other to symbolise the vows you have made. I've got your back, Kris, you keep looking at me. It is important here to acknowledge that today is a celebration of you two joining your lives together. And the rings will now become the physical signs of the commitment that you have made. So yeah, I'm going to let you go first again, Kris, because I'm a bully like that. So let me just place that. Oh, that's... See, I did it so that I wouldn't get confused, and then I got confused. She's definitely the smaller one. So just up to her knuckle, and then repeat after me. Just hold it there, perfect. I give you this ring as a sign
I give you this ring as a sign
that I choose you to be my beloved.
that I choose you to be my beloved.
It's turning it into a performance. I like it. I offer myself as your husband.
I offer myself as your husband
Today, tomorrow, and always.
today, tomorrow, and always.
With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed. Oh. Give it a
Always
whirl.
the one. Give it a whirl. Now. Oh, someone. And then exactly the same thing. I give you this ring as a sign
I give you this ring as a sign
that I choose you to be my beloved.
that I choose you to be my beloved.
I offer myself as your wife.
I offer myself as your wife
Today, tomorrow, and always.
today, tomorrow, and always.
With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
All the time. Nice. Yes, you knew what I was going to say. Yes. Summer and Kris, your rings become the symbols of the promises that you have made today. On behalf of all of us gathered here, we extend to you our love and support in your marriage. If your way becomes difficult, promise to stand beside one another and uplift each other, and know that through this union you can accomplish far more than you could alone. On behalf of our team, and with the powers vested in me as your celebrant, Summer and Kris, I now pronounce you legally and lovingly married. Kris, you may kiss your wife.